Let's go! Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Let's go! Let's go, fellas. It might be the ice cream stream. The ice cream stream. Holy shit. Try to say that 3 times fast. Ice cream stream. Holy shit. I found a new little word twister. We're starting a little early today, guys, because I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Let's get the party started in this bitch. What's going on, Vikings? We have approached the 30K level, okay? So we need to start out this stream by smacking up that like button. Guys, today, we will have ice cream tomorrow, okay? There is still many short liquidations above us, all the way up to 30.2K. We are going to take those out. Sato's liquidation is at 29,988. We are going to take that out. Okay, this run ain't over. It's time to pump. I've been telling you for weeks now, have patience. And this is what patience does when you have patience and you're not a pussy. Let's go. Let's get this shit. It's time. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to try not to troll the bears too much today because I bet there's a lot of bears that are having a really bad day today. So I'm going to try not to troll too much. Because to be honest, I feel kind of bad because there's probably a lot of people who just got absolutely licked on this pump. So we're going to be kind of nice today. We're going to be slightly nice, okay? I'm going to try to be nice. You guys know me. I see one bear in the chat talking shit. I'm going to go nuts. You know me. My blood starts boiling and I say, all right, you idiot. Nice short. All right, anyways, guys. Here we go. So 29,077. I will say that Nuts Flush, if Nuts Flush in the chat, his nuts got absolutely flushed. Shout out to Nuts Flush. All right. Anyways, 29,700, guys. So we are making our way back to the upside. I was kind of, earlier I was like, damn, are we going to close above 29K? Bitcoin, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, unless we get a dump in the next hour here, that it's likely we're going to close above 29K. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, guys, we went from, this is what we were talking about. The Bollinger Bands were tight as shit, right? Something had to give. Volatility was so boring the last 3 weeks. We said something had to give, and it definitely gave. It definitely gave today as the Bollinger Bands have exploded. They're no longer tight. They are wide. Horse Guy entered the Bollinger Band, and it is wide. All right. Let's see. Where's Horse Guy? Where is Horse Guy? He has made this shit wide as hell. Let me find him real quick. Where is he, man? Where is he? Here he is. Oh my God. Guys, look at the Bitcoin. Oh my God. It is getting a massive green pickle. It is as big as my wiener. Holy shit. The Bollinger Bands are no longer thin. They are wide because I entered them. Yeah, last night I got a little horny and I entered the Bollinger Band. And it is no longer tight. It is wide now. So we're going to see a volatility expansion here. Okay, get ready for a massive pump to 30K. It is coming. Anyways, let's be serious real quick. Let's be serious real freaking quick. Horse Guy, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, Horse Guy. Let's see. Strange how savvy is nowhere to be found. Yeah, man. Anyways, guys, nice pump. I'm kind of watching this little trend line too. It's not so much a trend line that I really care about too much. See here, you got this trend line. You got one touch, you got two touches, and you got this third touch coming up here. We did kind of wick above. I want to see if Bitcoin can get a nice little push above this resistance point. But guys, I mean, this is what we've been talking about, man. And this is why, okay, despite the short-term little swings and, maybe we get a little, we played the hourly time frames, or we're short and we're long in hourly time frames. This is why I continue to be long-term bullish, man, right? The higher-term time frames were still bullish. There was nothing bearish on the higher-term time frames, right? There was nothing bearish. Only thing you could really say is we're at resistance, right? Everything else was looking pretty freaking good, right? So daily's starting to play out. And now, right, if we could start closing some candles up here, we go to the weekly time frames, man. And this is what I've been saying. Now look at where Bitcoin is. All of a sudden, it has entered back into, right, this big range that we were in 2021, right? So now you've left down here, okay? And now you've entered, okay? At least you're trying to enter. We'll see where we end up on the weekly close on Sunday this week. Now you've entered this this range, right? You've entered back into this range. You're back above the 2021 lows, right? And now you can look at this and say, okay, I mean, this is pretty queer, pretty. All I gotta do is laugh. All I gotta do is laugh at that one. A pretty clear Wyckoff accumulation down here, right? With one low, two lows, you got the spring, and you pumped up to the upside, right? So now we look at this and we say, okay, man, this is why I've been sort of talking about, just obviously we still got the CPI on Wednesday, so we got to be a little bit careful, but this is why I've been saying, man, I'm looking for Bitcoin to come up to these 40Ks, and all of a sudden, it's not so far away, is it? You're actually closer to 40K than you are at the lows now. All of a sudden, that's not so far away. So, serious Yeah, we seriously need ice cream. We do, Franco. Shout out to Franco. Who's pumped today, guys? Let me know in the chat if you're pumped. Smack up that like button if you're pumped. Let's freaking go. Awesome. Not seeing the same, this is why I still think we're in the disbelief phase in the market, because I'm not seeing that same excitement that I saw even 6 months ago when Bitcoin was coming up to like right here or right here. I'm not seeing that same excitement on Twitter and on YouTube. I really think we're in this disbelief phase in the market, and this is when most people are going to start piling in, right? As we approach 30K here. Franco! Oh god, soft serve ice cream.
Soft serve ice cream.
Serve ice cream.
Soft serve ice cream. Soft
serve ice cream. But yeah, I mean, here you are. So pump it. Everyone's pumped. Let's go. We're pumped, man. We're pumped. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm just jacked up. I decided to hop on early because we might as well hop on early. But yeah, man, here we are. I mean, the bigger term time frames, this is why we have patience. Okay, and this is why we were looking at these weeklies, right? And like I said, we still got to wait for the CPI on Wednesday. We still got to wait for the weekly closes. So this is cool. This is awesome. But we still got some work to do here. We were looking at the weekly and we said, man, the bears just can't push this down. Like, bears, what are you doing? That's the best you got? You don't got anything other than that. You can't even break Bitcoin to the bottom of the range. That's all you got? Like, come on. The bears were weak as hell in that range. They couldn't even push it back down to the bottom of the range. Right? Weekly time frame gets pushed down, gets bought back up. Weekly time frame gets pushed down, bought back up. Pushed down, bought back up. And now it breaks out. This is why I was sort of saying yesterday that, and this morning on the morning stream, that this consolidation at resistance was very different than this one, where we came up to resistance, we got sold off. Right? This one right here, we came up to resistance, we got sold off. Right? Was very different than those times that we came up to resistance. This time just wasn't that same feeling, as just it didn't seem bearish at resistance, right? It reminded me of two different times, right? It reminded me of 2020 right here when we came up to that previous all-time high right here, and we gotten sold off, bought back up, sold off, bought back up, sold off, back up. But the bears just couldn't keep it down, man. They couldn't keep it down. And it also reminded me of 2019, way back over here, right? Where the bears sold it off, but they can't push it back down. You just make higher lows, right? So here we are. We got the juice, and now we can look at this as a big range. We can say, okay, retracement to the 0.5 fib, retracement to the 0.618 fib, and we go from there. Absolutely disgusting move. And let's get it. Let's get a little Vitalik happy and clappy today, guys. Let's get it. Little Vitalik happy and clappy. Come on, baby. Give it to me in the chat. Let's go. Get pumped! Shout out to the Bulls. Shout out to the Bulls in the chat. Merlin said we're all savvy. Yeah, shout out to Merlin. Teresa said 18K, please happen by August. Let's go. 18K, good luck to you. That's all I'll say. What happened to all the 10Kers? All my 10Kers are gone now. Shout out to the 10Kers, man. One day you'll get it. One day. When the world ends in like 3002 BC. 3002, right? 1,000 years from now, maybe you'll get that 10K. Maybe it'll happen for you at some point. Vitalik the King. Phantom will blow up. But anyways, guys, what are we looking at? Let's go to the daily time frame on Captain Little BTC here and look at where we're at. So they said comfy in cash. He's comfy in cash. Can I also say this, guys? Can I also make a quick rant alert real quick?
Rant alert.
Okay. How does it feel being a bear and being in cash, and Michael Saylor is more profitable than you right now? Michael Saylor, who buys all the highs that you guys were trolling the whole bear market, Michael Saylor is now more percentage in profit than you. How does that feel?
Rant alert.
Let that sink in. Let that sting. Let that sting, bro. Let that sting. And maybe next time. All right. Let that sting. Anyways, double top forming 13K. We're coming. 13. All right, I said I wasn't going to troll, but the 10Kers were coming in the chat. I had to dunk on them real quick. We had to dunk on them. All right, 29,682. He said go for it. Anyways, what are we looking at for BTC now? I'm looking up here, right? For me on the daily time frame, guys, I'm going to be honest, right? And this is, I'm not being a moon boy. I've been bullish since the lows. I'm just looking at the price action, right? I'm looking at Bitcoin here. I just don't see, right? If we're going to stop, I think it's going to be from right here. You get a little bit of daily lows coming in here right around 29,700. 29,700 is where you got these daily the daily lows right here. The next point I'm looking at, to be honest, is 31,400, which I guess sounded kind of crazy yesterday, right? But I'm just looking up here. I mean, I see resistance up here from May 16th, a little previous daily high up here from June 7th. And that's the next level I see, right? I look at the daily time frame. Daily stock RSI still has plenty of room to come up. Daily green dot just printed yesterday. I still think this has got a little juice. Short-term time frames might have to play out a little bit, right? I mean, the short-term time frames are obviously cooked, right? 4 hours freaking cooked. 1 hour is freaking cooked, right? But the daily still got some juice in it, I think.
10Ks are now the 13Ks, and next month the 20Ks.
Wes said 10Kers are now the 13Kers. They're going to be the 20Kers next month. Probably. Hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Next time we'll get them. I think they're going to have another chance later this year, but, obviously time will tell. Time will tell on that one. So, yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's coming up. It's looking super, super, super juicy. And it's just looking beautiful, guys. Chewy said, I don't believe in the pump till 50K. That's about where I think it's going to end, Chewy. You guys know my take. I'm looking for basically Bitcoin to come up to the 0.5 retracement and the 0.618 retracement because you guys know the take. For anyone that's new, right? Bitcoin does the same thing every time. It comes down for 1 year, okay? 52 weeks on the exact week, okay? It gets back above the 50 moving averages. When it gets back above the 50 moving averages in the second year of the bear market, it comes up to the retracement levels up here, which is at the mid 40Ks. I know that sounds crazy. That's my opinion, though. I'm going to keep saying it until it plays out. And then what does it do? It comes back and pulls back to the 50 moving averages, right? And then you go on into your bull run. Typically, that's what happens, right? So like we go back to these ones, right? I'll just show you guys what I mean. We have 1 year of bear markets, right? It's exactly 1 year to the day. We come up to the 618 retracement. We retrace to the 50 moving averages. Obviously, you had COVID, so do I think we're going to have another COVID? Maybe. I don't know. But that's the whole point of a black swan event. I have no freaking clue if we're going to have another black swan event. But then we dump back down, right? But you go into the bull market, right? Same kind of deal back in 2014. You have 1 year of bear market, right? You get back above the 50 moving average. You come up to the 0.5 and the 0.618. You pull back to the 50, and then you go on up, right? So that's basically what I'm looking for, right? Time frame, who knows? That's what we've been saying. Like, who cares about time, right? Just give me the price, man. Give me the price. Shit. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin. 29,704. What a move for BTC. And it's April. Capo, Crypto Capo? That guy, man. Hey, I got Crypto Capo, he was right for a while, but the problem is when you keep calling one way, right? You got to have a level you're looking for, right? So I guess again, I guess you can call it either way. Let's see. Alpy, we still are more than double off your prediction. Hey, I gotta give Alpy some credit.
Wrap up. We're going to the moon.
I gotta give Alpy some credit. Alpy has been adamant on the 65K by March. We were way off, but yeah, he still killed it in theory, right? If Alpy still killed it in theory. Yes, his prediction was off, but he still killed it in theory. Alpy, I don't know if you know it's April, bro. You're scaring me a little bit. Alpy, you're scaring me just a little bit, bro. Like, do you know it's April or are you this guy? Ma, can you bring me some chocolate bunnies? Is it still Easter? Oh yeah, I have to eat 65K chocolate bunnies by the end of Easter. What do you mean it's not Easter anymore? Oh, fuck. Well, you know what? I'm going to finish them by today. It's still Easter to me. Right? But, you know, Alpi's only off by 65K. No, I guess I got to give Alpi some credit. I guess it doesn't really matter that he was wrong. I mean, about the price. You know, if we're still up 2x from the lows at this point, you know, to me it doesn't matter. Alpi, I appreciate you, man. Almost. He added almost. There we go. He added almost. ETH is scaring me. I feel like people are scared because of the upgrade. That's exactly why I'm bullish on ETH. I'm bullish on ETH because people are scared of the upgrade. Retail is scared of the upgrade. Retail is always wrong. That's why I'm not worried about the ETH Shanghai. Right? The other upgrade that ETH had, everyone was bullish going into it. Oh my God, ETH is going to be disinflationary. Right? Oh my God. Obviously, we sold off on the upgrade. This time, retail is bearish on ETH. All I hear is, oh my God, the Shanghai upgrade, all the unlockers are going to dump. All the unlockers are going to dump. Just like I heard all this year that, oh, Mt. Gox is going to be dumping their Bitcoin. Bitcoin isn't going to go up. Mt. Cox is going to dump. Yes, I call it Mt. Cox. Okay? So that's exactly why I'm not bearish on ETH, because retail is bearish on ETH. You know? And if retail's bearish on ETH, when is the last time retail has been right about anything? Not very often, right? So do I think ETH is going to pump because of it? No. I just think it's going to be a nothing burger. I just think it's going to be like, it's going to do what it always does, and it's just going to do its thing. You know what I mean? ETH, by the way, back up to this trend line, got rejected from this trend line. So we need ETH to get back over this level here where it had resistance all the way up here. It deviated a little bit, came back into the range. Now we're right back at that resistance point. I got a nice little ETH long in today. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I think I'm also long on ACH from the support today. So I had some nice little moves today. I got stopped out on a short on Bitcoin. I tried to short Bitcoin. Yes, sometimes I try to short. I tried to short Bitcoin like right here, and it got stopped out. And then I switched long on ETH, and ETH just freaking bullet to the upside. Total market cap 1 breaking major levels. Shout out to Guillermo, man. Shout out to Guillermo. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, and everyone's worried about, okay, let's get off Bitcoin for a second. And I know everyone's question is, when are altcoins going to move? Okay, when are altcoins going to get that big move that's bigger than Bitcoin? And I'm going to keep bringing you guys back to this chart. Okay, this is total 3. This is basically total market cap of crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. As soon as this breaks out is when you'll see altcoins move. Obviously, altcoins are going to move up with Bitcoin, but not as much as Bitcoin until this breaks out. So you guys can see it's exactly like the Bitcoin chart and the ETH chart before they broke out. Okay, so we got the all-time high downtrend of resistance. We got the bull market support band. Right? You guys remember this on Ethereum where you got squeezed in between this and the bull market support band. You can see that total 3 is right in that little crevice right now where this is going to have to give within the next 2 or 3 weeks. So will this break to the upside? And will we see altcoins get a little bit of a move? Right? Or is this going to break to the downside? I'm going to say up. And the reason why I'm going to say up is because I was bullish this week. I think the CPI is going to be good. I think people are going to be a little bit more, have a risk appetite after the CPI, right? And I do think this will break to the upside, just like ETH broke to the upside, right? So we'll watch this very carefully, but until this breaks out, you're probably going to see alts kind of settle in and kind of just keep knocking their head on resistances. So we'll watch this very carefully, but as soon as this breaks out, that's when you'll see alts really start to move. But you're sitting right there, right? Time is on our side, as they would say on this one. I would say time is on our side. Buy alts now, go all in. I wouldn't say go all in, man. Going all in is never a good strategy, as we know, guys. Altcoins, wait patiently. Watch BTC Dom. Yes, you can say BTC Dom too. Let's see. ARB is looking good. Yeah, many alts are looking good today, guys. It's obviously when Bitcoin gets a 5% move up, you're gonna see altcoins move up too. Shout out to Guillermo though. Appreciate you, bro. Wes said shout out to Wes and shout out to Psycho Pearl, double top forming. What happened to the double tops by the bears, man? I mean, this was supposed to be a double top. This was supposed to be a double top. There was probably another double top. I think this was supposed to be a double top right here. Man, all the double tops got taken out. Every single double top. As we like, all right, ETH is coming back up. Let's go watch ETH. ETH is trying to get a move back to the upside here, fellas. So 1906 on ETH. Can we get a little hype in the chat?
We're going to the moon.
Let me see it. Let me get that hype in the chat, man. We got to get ETH back up. We got to get Bitcoin back up. Right now, guys, it's kind of that show right now. There are some alts that are getting some nice moves to the upside. I did long ACH today from right around here. ACH is doing very, very well. I'm bullish on this one because obviously we know that Hong Kong is opening up trading, right? Or opening up trading regulations. So I think some of the coins with China backings or the China narratives around them are going to do well. That starts on June 1st. So I've been stacking this one up like crazy. I'm pumped for this one. We have, what else is doing? Filecoin up 7% today. Let's freaking go, man. Let me see that hype in the chat. Should we get some sushi? We haven't had the sushi in a while. Let's get this freaking sushi in the chat. Let's get the sushi. Let's wake up Asia nice and early today. I already think they're awake. I think Asia is already awake and trading the freaking market, man. Let me know if you got some good trades, guys. You get some good trades. You get some good longs. You get some good shorts today. Who got some good trades in the market today? We got 771 peeps in here, even though Bitcoin's pushing the highs. What the hell is this? This is why I say it's the most hated rally. This is the most hated rally for Bitcoin that I've ever seen. Usually there'd be so much hype in here, right? There just isn't. It just isn't. Let's get the little China song going, shall we? Because I'm feeling a little China song today. I am feeling a little China song. Oh, come on, man. This is refreshing. Hold on, guys. We gotta get the China song rolling here. Filecoin's up about 7% today. Having a pretty good day. Let's see. Oh, come on, man. I'm trying to get this. Where's my China song? Here it is. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Let's wake them up, boys. Let's wake them up. Let's wake them up. Wake up, China. We want some sushi, boy. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get it. One more verse. All right, enough sushi for today. We got enough sushi. Guys, I was going to eat healthy today, but I was like, damn, Bitcoin pumped to 29.6. I got to get some Chinese food. So I did get some General Gao's chicken. Shout out to my, I love this Chinese place over here, man. It has some good General Gao's chicken. Has some beautiful white rice. I got an egg roll with it. Of course I got an egg roll, man. You got to get the egg roll with the General Gao's chicken. The key is you get the egg roll, and then you dip it in the General Gao's chicken sauce, and you're like, and you just dip it in there, and you eat it. Oh, my God. It's absolutely redonkulous. That's all I'll say. Absolutely redonkulous. Craziness. Absolute craziness. So, yeah, like I said, we got a couple alts coming up, but I think for me still is, okay, this is really when alts are going to move, right? It's when this breaks out, like we said. Total 2 broke out, I think, last week. So Total 2 is kind of sitting up there, but we did get a slight little breakout on Total 2, right? Obviously, Ethereum's a big one in that. So that's why for other alts other than Ethereum, I am waiting for Total 3 to get that breakout, right? DXY today. We're not really worried about the DXY today. We'll talk about the DXY later. DXY is not important. We care about crypto. Sometimes I forget. It's like, yeah, do people really care about the DXY? We should. But I don't think it's the day for that today. I definitely don't think it's the day for that today. All right. So Bitcoin's kind of settling in, guys. I think the only thing we really want to see today is let's just get a close up here, right? I honestly, like a close, any type of close with no wick on the top, right? We're just a close like this in the next hour would be beautiful. Obviously, I prefer to be higher, right? Obviously, I think we'd all prefer to be higher. But even if we close the daily right here, that's a beautiful candle, right? Let's just close with no wick on the top, okay? And then I would be very, very happy here, very, very happy. And to be honest, right, this move up is high enough for me where it's like, you know, now we got a pretty easy sort of way to say, okay, if this is an invalidation, like if Bitcoin breaks back below this wick, right, like 29,170, then it's easy to say, okay, this is a little invalidation, we come back down. But it's high enough that gives you a little wiggle room, right? So let's get a little close up here. I like the little close up here. And it's beautiful, and I'm looking for this 31.4 level, man. Obviously, we got CPI on Wednesday. It's going to cause some volatility. We got Fed speakers tomorrow, probably going to cause some volatility. I don't care about the short-term volatility. I will say that again. It's fun to trade. I don't care about the short-term volatility. And neither should anyone care about the short-term volatility.
Rant alert.
Jazz, what's going on? It's getting jazzy in here. Okay, we're getting a little jazzy in here, too. I can see it. We're getting a little jazzy in here. We're getting a little jazzy. We're getting a little jazzy. Come on. Come on, man. Griff, what's going on, bro? Griff, you're an OG. I know you, Griff. Let me see everyone in the chat. Let me see you in the chat today, guys. We got to get some hype in here. We got to get some hype in the chat. We got 29,638. Let me see you in the chat. Let me see you in the chat. I see Skillful here said Fashad will never return. Mike said Savvy's tweets are non-existent. Savvy, yeah. I mean, if he says that he's still laddering shorts, I don't know. How many shorts can you ladder in? Like, he's been laddering in shorts since 18K. Like, how many shorts can you ladder? You know, it's crazy. We're laddering too many shorts. What's going on? I see Andreas. I see AA. Wes said, hi, Mom. Oh, Dan put a dick. Dan, you put a dick. Oh, my God, Dan. Of course, Dan puts a dick in there. Okay, everyone's doing dicks. Everyone's doing dicks. Let's get this out. YouTube's going to ban the stream. Everyone's doing dicks in the chat. I knew Dan was going to do something shady. I thought it was going to be either Franco or Dan that came in here and did something shady. It was Dan. It was Dan this time. It was Dan this time. Shout out to Ben Crook. Let's go. Gareth waiting for 12K. I gotta say, guys, a lot of these macro experts, right? A lot of these stock market guys who come over to crypto, they don't understand the 4-year cycle, right? So all these guys that are used to Forex and stocks, they don't know how the Bitcoin 4-year cycle works. They're stuck in that mindset, right? They don't get how it works over here, right? So yeah, you got these guys that you know, they don't get the 4-year cycle, right? It's not comprehensible, right, to someone that's been in a different market for a while, right? But you know, I guess we sit here and we wait, and I want the ice cream stream tomorrow, man. All I want to do tomorrow is, right, get the ice cream. Okay, where's my ice cream? I want an ice cream stream tomorrow, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to not this shitty strawberry ice cream, which my face is on right now. I want some chocolate. Why does this chocolate ice cream look crusty? It looks like a turtle shell. What the hell? What kind of ice cream is this? This looks disgusting. It looks nasty, bro. Holy shit. That looks freaking nasty. That looks freaking disgusting. Holy shit. Let's see. Bear meat's back on the menu, boys. Let's go. Bear meat's back on the menu. That's what I like to see. Cesar Gonzalez said 30K. I'm hoping for 30K, man. I would love the 30K tonight. I would love the 30K tonight. That's what I would love, right? And I would love if Bitcoin could push higher for that to get total 3 to finally break out, and we can start seeing some altcoin, like some real altcoin moves, and not these little pussy altcoin moves. I still think you're going to see Generally, Bitcoin dominance is going up. You guys can see Bitcoin dominance. Let's go check that out. You guys can see Bitcoin dominance is right at these previous highs, right? And I've been saying, like, I still think dominance is going higher, man. But that's what you want to see, right? If you want to see a sustained uptrend, you actually don't want to see dominance going down. You want to see dominance going up, generally. You can have days where it pulls back, but you want this to go up if you want to sustain rally. I know that sucks for the altcoin holders that are like, man, when's altcoin season? When's altcoin season? You know, we've talked about when altcoin season could happen.
Bringing the fire. Let's go.
Willie B. Long, let's go, boy. Let's go, man. I'm being way too loud right now. I am being so loud in here. I think the neighbor is I think she's not home. The neighbor's not home right now, which is really, really nice. I think she would be nailing the ceiling with the broom. Like, there would be a hole in the ceiling at this point with the broom if that was going to happen. It would be absolutely crazy if she was home. But yeah, Bitcoin dominance. I still got to assume this is gonna break, right? I got to assume this is gonna break. I'm still looking for dominance to at least come up to like these previous lows over here, like 52% at the very, very least, if not higher. But like before, as each cycle starts, you usually see dominance get a move up, right? You know, 2019, you got to move up. And then in 2020, before you had the big altcoin rally in 2021, right? You saw dominance come up. So, you know, it's kind of how I'm still looking at it, right? But there's a potential. There's obviously a potential for altcoins to start moving against Bitcoin. But, you know, you're going to have to see dominance slow down. You're going to see total 3 breakout to the upside, right? Remember Volt Inu spam yesterday? It didn't do shit today. Yeah, where's Volt Inu? Where's Volt Inu, man? That's how you know a bull trend's back, when you get the meme coin spams on the chat. That's how you know, guys. Holy shit. I'm having a good day, guys. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. It's I miss these times, guys. I miss these times where it's just you know, your patience through a bear market, and a lot of you guys were just these times are great, right? These times are great where, you know, you think about taking profits rather than buying in a bear market, right? But shout out to everyone that was, you know, in crypto, or, you know, not just watching the stream, but, you know, generally stuck around in the crypto space during this time, because the people who stuck around during this time are going to be the true winners, because you've gone through the depressing, sad times, in my personal opinion, right? To now learn your lessons about when prices do come back up, and even starting from now, right? Still a good time to take profits, guys. I mean, you never go broke taking profits out of this market, I'll tell you that. But as we approach these levels, you know, we go back to our lessons that we learned in the bear market, and we don't make those same mistakes, right? Is Jordan buying everyone ice cream? I've worn ice cream, man. That would be a lot of ice cream. That would be a lot of ice cream on a 30K stream. Holy shit, that would be so much ice cream. That would be absolutely insane. It feels good right now. Yeah, it feels good. It's, you know, obviously we haven't really gone too far yet, but, you know, it's a good feeling after really this time frame down here. I don't even remember this time, to be honest. Like, I don't even remember what we talked about down here. But the fact that we're up here now, absolutely fantastic. And man, this monthly time frame, guys, looks so good, right? And this is why I kept saying throughout these weeks of us being at 28K, right? It's just the monthly just looks so bullish. It's hard for me to be bearish, right? Where you got monthly MACD flipping over, right? Historically, when that happens, Bitcoin, that means the Bitcoin bottom is in, right? And you're going up to at least retracement levels, right? Throughout Bitcoin's history, right? Once in 2014, right? This starts to roll back over, bottoms in, you're going up to retracement levels. This time you actually went into a full-blown bull market. This one, right? This is rolling over. You come up, right? 3K to 14K. Bottom was in. Now here, right? Started rolling back over in December. That was the bottom month. And now you're making your way back up. I mean, it's based off what I've seen in the market. It is exciting time, and it's fun. It's fun. It's fun, man. It's fun, right? Same thing with the stock RSI. I'm not going to go over every single thing, but man, some craziness. Now, some things I do want to touch on real quick that is the monthly Bollinger Bands and the monthly Gaussian channel, because we've been talking about a few resistance points here. Monthly Bollinger Bands, the mid heart line is at 32,300, right? And then the Gaussian channel mid top line is at 30,600. So this kind of low 30K region, you got some key points in here, and that's why, like, I think the level I was looking at in the daily was, yeah, 31,400. You got some key points on the monthly and at this like low 30K level, right? I think 31.4 is my exact level that I'm looking for. But I would expect a little headway here, right? I would expect a little fight from the bears at this like low 30Ks, in between like 30K, 32K, somewhere in that region, a little bit of a fight by the bears on the high time frames. But it's nice. It's nice. All right, here we go. Bitcoin's coming up again, man. It has no chill today. No chill. 29,689. And we got Ethereum at 1910. You got to love it.
Strap
You got to
up.
freaking
We're
love
going
it. Shout
to
out
the
to everyone that's
moon.
here early. Let's freaking go. Can we get 1,000 likes today? I think we can get 1,000 likes today, right? This is a good boost. I think we can easily get 1,000 likes in here. Let's freaking get busy. Come on,
A
man.
lesson learned is a
on.
mistake worth making. Miss you
Let's
all.
go.
Smiley face. Hopeful is well.
Shout out to Jazz. Good to see you, Jazz. It definitely is. It definitely is. The longer you're in markets in general, and the longer you're in crypto especially, the more lessons you learn, right? So it really is. Like, you learn so many things the longer you're in this market. And listen, you can go through a whole cycle, but then still make a mistake the next cycle, right? And that's why I've heard so many people who've been in the space for so long, they say that it takes like 2 cycles to really like knock down like typically what happens in a bullish cycle. Let's go. Shout out to Jazz though. Shout out to Jazz. Denise, I see Denise in here too. Shout out to Denise. Good. It's good when you guys come in here. Long and strong. Mike is long and strong. We're all long and strong, boy. Let's go. Let's go, man. We're all long and strong. I don't know if we're all long and strong. I think there's some bears in the background that are like they're sitting. Oops, that's Discord. I think there's some bears in the background that are kind of sitting there, right? They're still you know, they're still hoping on their hopes, right? They're in the background going, but Jordan, we are still bearish. The macro is bearish. CZ is out of money to pump the market. It's still gonna go down. Right, guys? Right? Anyone else with me? But Jordan! there's still some bear in the background, right? It's still holding on hope. But, you know, it's nice. It's nice. Where's my bears out there? Show your face. Show your face. No, it's okay. You don't have to. All right, guys. All right. But what was this? I had this today. Oh, I saw this, which is interesting, right? Based on Google search terms in the last week, Bitcoin, this is kind of crazy, right? So I wouldn't be too worried about this until I start to see how to buy Bitcoin be high, right? But Bitcoin last week, okay, was the highest searched term on Google, okay? Both in the US and global. It was higher. Look at some of these, man. I love how child support's number 10. So the most searched thing in the US and global, Bitcoin, Donald Trump, makes sense, right? Look at some of these. Look at you got child support at number 10. Oh Lord, child support coming in at holy shit. Look at, a lot of people are paying child support in the US, $482K versus $512K globally. Look at that shit, man. Holy shiitake mushrooms, bro. But yeah, I think people are waking up, man. I think people are waking up to at least figure out what Bitcoin is, not necessarily buying, but figuring out what Bitcoin is, right? And what is it truly? Not, okay, it's cryptocurrency, it goes up in value, but what's the value in Bitcoin? Like, what's the actual value other than the price? All right, we're getting a pump. We're getting a pump, boys. And we're lagging. We're lagging, but it's okay. We're getting a pump. Here we go. We're lagging. Right into the daily close too. I want a juicy daily close today, guys. There's so many. I was looking at something on Twitter. I don't have it with me now, but there was so many short liquidations at like, it was like between 30K and 30.2K. There was so many short liquidations. And there's actually Saylor. If you guys know who Saylor is, he's the Korean streamer who like is always wrong. His liquidation, I think, is 29,998. I'm just going to mark off pretty close. His liquidation's like right there, right? And we already hit 2 of his today. He already got stopped. He already got liquidated twice today. So can we make it number 3? It's like, it was 29,998. Let me actually just mark this off. Sato licked. Sato licked. Let's just mark it off. Sato licked. Let's put this in the middle here. And let's make this 29,998. And let's come after Sato. Shall we? I think we need to make it number 3. And the key thing is we are breaking this little like high trend line that could have been like if we dumped a little deviation low. So the fact that we're breaking that I think is a really good sign. Let's go after Sato number 3 and wipe him out. Sorry,
Strap
Sato.
up. We're going to the moon.
It's about time we're coming for number 3, man. 29,998. Man, Bears, why do you keep shorting this, man? Why do you keep shorting it? You're fighting the trend, man. You're fighting the trend. It's so funny, man, because I was looking at this, and dude, there was more liquidations for the shorts than longs after a pump. That should never happen. You know, it's crazy, dude. But Sato is licked. It's I guess that's the whole revenge trading, man. You guys know what it is when you get into a trade, right? You get into a trade and you're like so confident. Yeah, Bitcoin's gonna dump. It looks so bearish right now. Oh shit! I just got stopped out. Fucking Christ! I just got freaking stopped out. I'm gonna short this shit back to the ground. Back to the friggin' ground. This is a piece of shit coin. I'm shorting again. Oh, I got stopped out again. You freaking stupid coin. You stupid bitch. All right, I'm shorting again. You're not gonna get me this time. I'm using no stop loss. No stop loss this time. None. And he keeps shorting it until you just get licked. You know, I think that's what's happening right now. Just people going nuts. Just keep trying to short this shit, man. And I see it on Twitter. You got all these big traders, right? These big traders who just will refuse to flip bullish, man. They're just bearish. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. 29,776. As we squeeze more of these guys out here. Getting wrecked with emotions. Facts, man. It's like, what do we know, guys? Long support and short resistance. Guys, today I tried to short, but I tried to short down here, right? I tried to short the monthly open right here. I got stopped out right here, right? Bitcoin broke out, right? ETH was still at support, and I saw Bitcoin broke out, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna long ETH. Shit, man. But yeah, 29,757. Come on, Colt. We want to see it. Where's ETH? Oh, look at ETH right back at resistance, my friends. Here we go. We got ETH right back at resistance. I'm seeing total 3 trying to make a run up here. Let me go check out total 3. I'm seeing total 3 up a little bit more here. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit on total 3. Total 3, we need to see break this trend line if we really want to see alts get a bigger move than BTC. But to be quite honest, that's not what's important here. We're focused on 29,767 and getting Sato's liquidation here at 29,998. And this 31,400 our next point, man. Ooh, ETH. Come on, ETH. Break through that level, man. We want to see ETH break that level, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, this stream is a lot of fun, guys. You guys know. You guys have been in the market for the last 3 weeks. The past 3 weeks were so freaking boring. I was so bored. I needed a dopamine hit so bad, right? I didn't even need hopium. I would have took a dump. I would have took a pump or a dump. I didn't care what we did. I just needed some dopamine, right? Oh my God. I just needed some dopamine, man. Oh, give me that dopamine hit. Thank you. Thank you for the dopamine hit. I just needed something, bro. The market was so boring, and this is a absolute breath of fresh air. Because we knew something was going to go down. Why did we know something was going to go down? Because we were watching the Bollinger Bands, right? The Bollinger Bands and the daily were literally the tightest that I've seen those shits since back here in February. And the 12-hour was like the tightest I've ever seen. The 12-hour was tighter than freaking, like I said, Horse Guy's girlfriend before Horse Guy entered the hole. But yeah, man. I mean, the 12-hour just blasting through here, and I guess the frick is this, man? Get out of here! Get out of here, Pine Script. I don't want you. But then the moon phases, right? And I don't know, man. There's something to these moon phases, man. I think I'm starting to turn into a witch. There is something to these moon phases, my friends. Okay? After every single one of the last moons, okay? It's basically been 3 to 5 days of either dump or sideways, and then you make a new high, right? This moon, sideways for, I think it was 3 days. 1, 2, 3. You shot up to a new high, okay? And then you had this moon, okay? Right here. You went down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. You shot up to a new high. And then you had this full moon, down for 1, 2, 3 days, shot up to a new high. And then you have this full moon, went sideways for 1, 2, 3 days, shot up to a new high. I don't know if it's bots. I don't know if it's the damn planets. I don't know if it's the moon. Something's up here with these moon phases, my friends. All right? If the next one plays out, I'm not betting against it. I'm not betting against it, my friends. I will not bet against it. All right, 29,750. 29,700 to trend line, said John C. 29,700 trend line. Yeah, I was looking at this 29.6 as the trend line. Okay, for me personally, but maybe this one at 27.7 too. Some trend line. Some trend line. And ETH, we're right at the daily trend line. We want to break here. Right at this trend line that we've gotten a few resistance points over the course of time. But we are sitting right there on Ethereum too, bro. Jordan, you're gonna be a palm reader. You're gonna see me doing that at some point, you guys. You'll see me turn into Camirand, the witch. At some point, I'll be getting the crystal ball out here. Let me grab my crystal ball. At some point, you're gonna see me grab the crystal ball, guys. Right? Now, we can talk about some altcoins. I guess, at some point, guys, you know how it is. Guys, on this day, Bitcoin will pump because Venus and Jupiter will collide. And when Venus and Jupiter collide, you usually see people very emotional. You see people very feeling FOMO. So Bitcoin will pump on this day. Get ready for it. Just get ready, right? You're going to see me turn into that person. But, altcoins, right? I guess my bigger take on alts, guys, and this is what I've been saying for quite a bit here, is there's so many good setups on altcoin weekly charts, right? They all have pretty much the same setup where basically they have a support level, okay? They deviated that support level, and then they back tested that support level, right? You'll see this on a ton of altcoin charts as they go from like the year-long bear market to the sort of transitionary phase, right? And you'll notice this on File. You'll notice this on where's some other ICP, great example, right? ICP, right? Even though like ICP is whatever, it's not about the project, about the price action, right? ICP weekly support broke below, came back in. You broke the weekly resistance, right? You broke the weekly resistance. You came back up. You back tested that previous low, right? So weekly looks very, very nice, right? Very, very nice in the weekly if you're willing to take a shot, right? And I just wanted to go over a few just to kind of continue to see what I say, right? Or see what I see. See what I see with my own eyes. AVAX, right? Previous low, deviated the low, came back up, back tested that low. I mean, a lot of these look very good. A lot of these look good on the weekly time frames, okay? On the 1 hour, if Bitcoin gets a pullback, they're a pullback, right?
Jordan, 100, GOAT.
Interactive, what's going on, man? Shout out to you. Interactive's the GOAT. You guys are all the GOATs. You guys are all the GOATs, man. You know why? Actually, we're all the GOATs. I'm a GOAT too. I'm a GOAT. We're all GOATs. We're gonna change our name to I'm a GOAT. We're all GOATs. But we are all GOATs, Scan. You know how I know we're all GOATs? Do you know how I know we're all GOATs? Not because we go, that's not a GOAT. I don't know what that was. Just ignore what I just did. Not because we go, I'm trying to make a goat sound. I'm failing initially. Not because we make a goat sound, but because we are here right now. We are ahead of 99% of peeps, man. Right? I don't think we understand this, guys. How special it is that we're here in this market now and not next year. Okay? If you're here now, you are ahead of 99% of peeps. Not as much as price, but my mindset and just being in the market before everyone else, right? Because we've looked at Google Trends, right? Retail's not interested right now. Retail is not interested in this market, okay? You can tell by, for me, you can tell by Bitcoin going up and altcoins really not moving, okay? Retail isn't interested right now, but that's perfect. That's exactly what we want, okay, during this time, because they're in a bull market, right? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. Okay, let's keep it 100, right? Let's keep it 100 here. Where's my red alert? Okay, in bull markets, we want to be here before everyone else, right? That's why we're all the GOATs, because we are here right now. Not in 2024, or 2025, Ice Sniper said, oh, I'll buy at 3K. Ice Sniper, you're still waiting, bro? Ice Sniper is still waiting in cash. Ice Sniper, Ice Sniper, I do think you're going to get another chance, okay? I do think you're getting another chance. I'm not this moon boy who thinks we're going to all-time highs here, okay? I do think you'll get another chance at some point, somewhere over here. The question is, Ice Sniper, you're a sniper. Are you going to snipe those prices, man? Are you going to take out that sniper and snipe it shit? You might be able to. I don't know. Let's see. Crypto Snow, it's a sad day that Saylor is still out trading most of us when he bought the Pico top. I said that earlier. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I said this earlier, but imagine being out traded by Saylor. And that's everyone who's in cash. Oh, man. Saylor is literally in profit. Saylor right now is literally in profit, millions of dollars. Okay? Yeah, he's just barely over positive. But Saylor's bought every Pico top. And he's out traded the bears. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, Saylor, and now everyone that clowns on Saylor, can you really clown on Saylor anymore? I don't know, man. I don't know if you can clown on Saylor. But, I'm not going to rub it in too much because today was a very bad day for a lot of bears, guys. It was a very bad day. A lot of short liquidations today. A lot of just misery watching this price go up, right? So I don't want to rub it in too much. I kind of feel bad. I feel bad, but, that's life. I guess that's the market, no? So it is what it is, I guess, at this point. I kind of feel bad, so we're not going to rub it in anymore. It was a very bad day. Very bad day. True said Butt Pounder. Dude, this dude's name is Butt Pounder. Yo, his name is Butt Pounder 420. He's out here butt pounding. 420. Yo, his name is Butt Pounder. He's Dan. Mike said he's going to blow it again. Oh, Lord. Lordy, guys. Lordy. Been holding FTM since 20 cents. Let's freaking go. I'm jealous, man. I was not holding FTM since that price. I am now in FTM, thanks to Wes. I was not in FTM since down here, bro. But I'm very jealous of you because I think FTM is going to be one of the best gainers in my opinion, man. Right? Because the thing is, whenever this next rally is for alts, right? Like that January rally, whenever it is, I think Phantom's going to get a run up to 95 cents, right? I think Phantom's got one of the best charts, right? In my personal opinion, right? On the daily, whatever time frame you're looking at, right? It just looks absolutely fantastic on many time frames, right? Especially the weekly, bro. The weekly just looks fantastic on Phantom. You had the W formation at the lows. You back tested it. Back tested the 50 EMA. You even got a little bit of a taking out the longs below here. Came back up. Just a perfect back test of that previous high. It just looks phenomenal. Phenomenal to me, right? Just a matter of time. And it's what to me, it's just a matter of time, man. It's just patience. The patience. Most don't have the patience. Most want the Lambo tomorrow, right? And you guys know the famous saying, "When moon, man, when moon." Most want to know when moon, but they don't want to wait weeks, months for moon. They don't want to wait weeks, months, years for moon. It takes years for moon, man. You know, I'm going to be honest. Do I think most of these alts will be at the moon before 2025? Probably not, right? If we're going to be honest and go based off what's happened in the past. But I think they're going to go up, right? In the meantime. But when moon, man, we want moon. When moon. Look at him. He's so cute, man. Look at when moon. He's so cute. Isn't when moon so freaking cute, man? Holy shit. He's a cute kid. He's a cute freaking kid, man. Not like Vitalik, who picks his nose. And I don't even know what Vitalik's doing. We got 30 minutes into the close, guys. 30 minutes into the close. Like I said, I would prefer a daily close above this little trend line, right? For ETH, same kind of thing. You're kind of right at that trend line. I prefer to close a little bit higher here. Stock market futures are up. You guys can't even see me, bro. Look at Vitalik. Booger on the wall, bitch. There he is. But stock market futures are up, which is good, going into tomorrow. The stock market was looking pretty shady, and then it rebounded like crazy, man. The stock market rebounded like crazy at the end of the day today. It was insane, right? So that's a good sign going into tomorrow. As we just bring up the NASDAQ. Let's bring up the NASDAQ real quick. Come on, computer. You can load, boy. Right, the NASDAQ got dumped early in the day and then just got bought right back up. Now it's got like a nice little W formation at the low here. NASDAQ looks good here to continue up. Same thing with like the Dow Jones dumped. Now it's come already back up to the highs, right? S&P, right? Dumped in the beginning of the day, got bought right back up. Now it's got a nice little double bottom, W formation, whatever you want to call it. So stock market looks good going to tomorrow. After, you know, the morning kind of faking everyone out, right? And then the DXY, interesting little, DXY, I have no idea what's going on here. It's just interesting price action down here, man. You know, I think the DXY will probably just end up just kind of pacing in here until CPI on Wednesday, right? As we do, we know we have CPI on Wednesday. We can't forget about that, right? This pump is cool, but you guys know what I said. I said I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin will go sideways until the CPI. And I'm bullish on the CPI. So, like, my question is, if Bitcoin's already coming up to 30K, imagine if the CPI is also good, right? And which would also, if the CPI is good and shows inflation's coming down, that's going to let people have more of a risk appetite, possibly for altcoins, right? If it shows inflation's coming down more than expected. So, you know, which I do think it is. I've showed many times why I think that is. It could get very, very interesting here, man. as we already get up to 29,791, and I don't think it's over, man. I don't think this little rally's over because there's still a lot of short liquidations up here, and especially Saylor's lick, which I'm sure is millions of dollars, sitting right here at right around 30K. You know. Crazy, dude. God candle on Wednesday, said Psycho Pearl. God candle on Wednesday. It would be insane. That would be absolutely insane, bro. That would be absolutely insane. So many people expecting BTC to dump after a little move up. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of the same as in this little, you know, consolidation, man. It's, you know, a lot of peeps were just thinking Bitcoin was going to dump back down. And I said, for me, I was like, dude, if Bitcoin's really bullish, I don't really want it to dump back down. I'd rather it just kind of pump from here, right? This just showed the strength of the bulls, man. The fact that you didn't even get a pullback, right? It still could happen, right? Let's be honest. If Bitcoin dumps from here and then comes back below 29,194, you still could get a dump here, right? Just to keep it real. But the fact that you didn't even get a dump, you just kind of held this trend line the whole way up, right? Hit it, just making higher lows the whole way up. at the biggest resistance point at 28.8. You could argue that's the biggest resistance on Bitcoin's chart, right? So many previous lows coming in right there. The fact that Bitcoin didn't even pull back at that point and just smacked right through, at least for now, to me, that just gonna be honest, like that just shows a lot of bullishness. That just shows a lot of freaking bullishness. And to me, it's all gonna come down to this weekly close, bro. We gotta see this weekly close up here. It's all about this weekly close, I think, coming up on Sunday. It's all about it, man. It's all about it. I guess everyone was just waiting to get back from Easter to do crazy shit, man. Richard said Bitcoin's starting to lose momentum. I wouldn't say that. I would just say that it's consolidating, man, right? Just like you did right here, right? Bitcoin moved up, went sideways, got another move up. Bitcoin moves up. You know, wouldn't surprise if you just kind of chop sideways here before another run up, right? Kind of let these little indicators, like the stock RSI, kind of reset and whatnot, right? But I hope we kind of do it sooner rather than later. I'm hoping we just like kind of smack these shorts up here, to be quite fair. I gotta sneeze, guys. Hold up. I gotta sneeze. Man. Shit. That was a sneeze of all sneezes. Man. And I guess the crazy thing about this move is, guys, I'm going to be honest, like, so many people, the thing about this move right here, guys, and why, kind of a psychological reason why I think this can continue higher, is all I saw in this range was people everybody and their mother was calling the same damn thing of Bitcoin just pulling back perfectly to 25K somehow and getting a bounce. This was the scenario I saw from every single trader on Twitter, right? Whenever I went in the comment section on Twitter, it was always people posting the same thing. Bitcoin pulling back to 25.2 and coming back up, which tells me a lot of people took profit in this range. Or bears that haven't bought yet were like, oh, Bitcoin will pull back right here. I'll just buy the dip, right? So you had bulls taking profit here with cash on the sidelines now. Bears, right, who wanted to buy the dip, that didn't get the dip, right? So now it puts you in a tough conundrum where if Bitcoin does kind of keep squeezing up here into the 30Ks, what do the bears do that were waiting for this dip? You know what I mean? Is this when they start capitulating in, right? Is this the bear capitulation as we approach this level, right? Or is the bear capitulation higher? I don't know. I don't know where the bears start to capitulate and throw in the towel, you know? I have no idea. But this was literally the situation. Everyone and their mother was looking for this back test, right? Everyone, man. That's why it never plays out that way, man. The chart that everyone's calling for, that's the most obvious, it'll never play out that way. Never. Either Bitcoin was just going to pump here or was going to pull back deeper than most would expect. You know, you went the bullish side, which is crazy. Norris, what's going on, bro?
The Brics are buying all gold and all Bitcoin.
The Brics are buying all gold and all Bitcoin. Shout out to Norris. Hey, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Man, this is nice. These are nice times, man. Are you guys, let me ask you guys a question in the chat. Are you guys bullish on this whole Hong Kong, the whole Hong Kong thing coming up in June, right? Are you guys bullish on that? Let me know. ETH right now, 1912. We got Bitcoin at 19,711. Any alts taking a little bit of a move up. We got just kind of the same ones. Filecoin really ripping. You're seeing a couple. I'm not really going to go over alts today, guys. I think you can look at alts in one chart, okay? And I'm going to... There'll be a time where looking at altcoins matters. To me, you can look at alts in all one chart, right? Total 3. Just bring up total 3. This will tell you all you need to know. As soon as total 3 breaks this, you'll see all alts freaking fly, in my opinion. But below this... a lot of them moving up right now, which is good. You're seeing some nice moves up, but we are approaching resistance on this total 3 chart, right? So just be very, very cautious as this approaches this resistance, and let's hope that it breaks, because it's gonna break in the next few weeks, in my opinion. It's gonna break in the next few weeks. Just a matter of time. Matter of time, my friends. Yes, sir. Pump to 30K. Imminent send juicy pickle. Let's go, man. What's Bob up to today? I haven't seen Bob. Where the hell is Bob? Where the frick is Bob, bro? Bob! Yo, Bob! Bob! Yo! Yo, Bobby! 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 Where is he, man? Oh, no, not you, BB. No, not Ben. Oh, freaking Christ. What's going on, guys? It's BitBoy. I told you guys from November that the bottom was in. You didn't listen to me. You listened to these other guys like Gareth Soloway. He sounded so smart with his macro predictions. How'd that work out for you? Tino calling for 8K. How'd that work out for you? Listen, I called the bottom. BB. Okay? I know the Bitcoin 4-year cycle, not these guys. All right? I called it. People don't give me enough credit. Okay? I stopped Sam Bankman-Fried. I called the Bitcoin bottom. Okay? I've made so many good calls this year, and people don't give me enough credit. All right? You guys need to give me some freaking credit. Or I'm going to come out. All right, I'm done. Check BTC Dom. BTC Dom? Holy Lord. All right, 29,722. He said the eyes. Check BTC Dom. BTC Dominance. Yeah, BTC Dominance is going to go up in my opinion. BTC Dominance still has... where is BTC Dominance? BTC Dominance, where are you? Oh, I'm going to show you guys the ETH Dominance chart too. Right, so going into Shanghai, there's a lot of bearishness on ETH. BTC Dominance, okay, right here at 48.3. There it is, my Lord and Savior. 48.3. Yeah, like I said earlier, I think dominance is coming up to 52% at the very least. At the very least. But this is what we want, right? Guys, we got to understand this. I know we want alts to pump. But the problem is, if Bitcoin dominance starts coming back down, it's probably not going to be a good thing, right? You want to sustain Bitcoin dominance run, okay? You want to see Bitcoin be strength, okay? And then you will get the true altcoin season. If you want the little fake altcoin season where alts pump 30%, 40%, and it's just like, oh, okay, 30, 40%, what the frick is that, right? By all means, let's hope for the Bitcoin dominance to come down. But if we want that dominance that really starts moving, we want to see dominance continue to the upside, all right? We want to see that. Because that showed strength in Bitcoin. When Bitcoin shows serious strength, that's when people have more confidence to go into altcoins. All right? So let's hope for this to continue up. All right, we got the close in 20 minutes, and Bitcoin's still pumping. This is going to be a really good close, man. This is going to be a really good freaking close for Bitcoin. Like, this is a girthy close. Like, you honestly can't really get a better close than this. As long as you don't wick in the last 20 minutes here. Don't give me a little wick. Okay. The charts tell the news. We are pumping in advance of some news. I agree. I'm a big believer in the charts tell you the news before the news happens. It is very, very true, because how do I know the charts tell you the news before it happens? Okay. Because down here, guys, at the lows, everything was still bearish, right? FOMC, rate hikes, 50 basis point rate hikes, 75% rate hikes, right? Inflation numbers still high, war, this, that. Everything in the mother was bearish down here, right? Even before December. But yet in December, prices move up, leaving the macro experts in disbelief. Why is the markets moving up? It doesn't make any sense. It's because the market looks forward. They're looking to what's coming like 6 months from now, what's coming next year. Right? So as the market moves up, it doesn't make sense in the moment. Just like up here at the highs, guys. Why was markets coming down? Why were stock markets coming down in 2021, right? Didn't make any sense. You had companies making highest earnings ever, right? You had companies breaking record earnings in November 2021, but markets started to come down. It didn't make any sense, but it did, because the markets knew inflation was going to come back up. The markets knew that Powell was going to start raising rates. So the market came down before that even happened, right? So now the markets are looking forward and saying, shit, good things are coming, right? Not everyone's stuck in this freaking narrative that, oh, things are bad. But yet, prices keep going up, right? Prices keep going up despite that. We're not even halfway to 65K. March 2025, it's April. What are you guys talking about in the chat, man? What do you guys talk about in the chat? What are you guys saying in here? You will never be Alpy. Who's trying to be Alpy? We got Alpy number 2 in the chat. We got Alpy number 2 in the chat. The real transporter said, feeling comfy watching Bitcoin pumping, man. I'm feeling comfy too. I'm feeling really, really comfy too. It's a good day today. It's a really, really nice day today. I'm pumped. I'm pumped, man. I'm really, really pumped. Shout out to everyone in here. How many peeps we got in here today? We better have over 1,000 peeps in here today, or this is the most hated rally ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has got to be the most hated rally ever. Yeah, look at this, man. Actually, we got 1,200. We got 1,200. I was going to say, if we don't have at least 1,000 peeps in here, that just means people are pissed off. That means people are salty. But we got 1,200. That's a good amount. I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Right? I don't know. Guys, what do we name this? Do we name this the most hated rally of all time? I think we name it that. I think we name it this. I think we said that like back here. You know, it's still the most hated rally. But yeah, guys, crazy shit. Crazy freaking shit. So we got 18 minutes to the close. I guess we'll just kind of watch Bitcoin's price action. Let's go on like the 5-minute chart here. Looks a little dumpy, but like it actually has the same price action it did earlier, where it kind of just was squeezing up. It got to dump back to the lows, right? Retested the 30 EMA on the 5-minute and just freaking pumped. So we'll see if we get that same price action here. Like I said, we still got Sato's lick at 30K. We still got plenty of liquidations up here above 30K. So we'll kind of see what Bitcoin does as just kind of consolidating here, see if it wants to get another squeeze up higher, guys. So let's see. The most hated rally of all time so far. The disbelief rally. True. Only 400. We got 460 likes today. That's bullish though. That's bullish. I think that's the most likes we've gotten in months. Especially the last month, as Bitcoin was boring, guys. Who else was bored as hell? Like, can we just reminisce for a second? Can we have some deja vu? Can we have some? Let's just reminisce. How boring was the last month? Now that's. I mean, it's slightly over here, dude. This I don't think I've ever been more bored, especially last weekend on Easter, man. Holy shit! I have never seen Bitcoin snail like that in my entire life. It was freaking horrible, and it was crazy because I was like, dude. He was like, dude, Bitcoin's at the highs. Yeah, it seems like interest is low. It's just because the price action was so boring, bro. Holy shit. The 25K people will buy higher and then it will dump. Probably. Probably. If I had to guess what comes next, like just my opinion what comes next, right? We talked about there's a bunch of monthly resistance points on a huge bunch of monthly resistance points and then low 30Ks. If I had to guess what comes next, I do think we squeeze higher here, right? Just keep in mind, CPI is Wednesday, right? So you're going to see, wicks. So like whatever Bitcoin does here, I do think we squeeze higher at this point, right? And I do think we come to this like the low 30Ks, right? 31.4, I think on the monthly, right? It's a big level at like 33K on the monthly, but the low 30Ks. And then at that point, I do think we see a shakeout, right? Where does it come to? I mean, we've been holding this spider line here, right? We're from down here, where this was support before the FTX dump, then it was resistance, right? Then it was support. So if we kind of just keep playing that, right? Say we get a move up to like 31.4, low 30Ks, whatever. Then we see that bigger move to the downside. That wouldn't surprise me. Maybe a pullback back to like the previous highs here, 28K. But to be quite honest, right? As we all know, guys, I mean, I don't even know about that, because I'll say like this breakout would be huge. Like if Bitcoin breaks through here, that is huge, man. I don't think most understand that how big this breakout is on the bigger time frames. Like this is huge, man. Like on the monthly, look, I mean, you got these wicks. But after that, I mean, look up. Like there's nothing until 33K, right, on the monthly time frame if you break through this. You know what I mean? There is nothing there, bro. And if you just look at this as a big range, okay? You look at this as a big range and you say, okay, we had a range in 2021, boop, 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 big range. We broke to the downside. You call this a big, what the frig is this magnet, man? You call this a big deviation and you get back into the range? Bro, I mean, you know, I've been calling for these retracement levels up here, but that would be a huge break into a massive range, right? And it would remind me kind of a small little fractal of the daily range, right? If we zoom in into the weekly, if we zoom in here, it's like a small little fractal of this, where this was a range high, right? And this was a range low. And then, you know, as soon as you broke back into that range, right, where you had the previous lows, you broke back into that range, boom, we exploded all the way up to the high, right? So I know that sounds crazy right now, right? And I know that sounds like, oh, that's absolutely crazy. I'm going to be honest, like, I don't think that would be too crazy. You know what I mean? On the bigger scales too, where you had a low, you deviated the low, boom, once you broke back in, all the way to the high. Pretty much no pullback, right? And if you take this little weekly fractal and you go to the monthly now, and you say, would it really be crazy to say that if Bitcoin breaks back into here, to think that it could shoot up, right, at least to the 40Ks? I don't think that's too crazy. On the monthly, that actually looks like a low target to me. I'm not gonna lie, right? I don't know. But it could get very interesting here. Not to get too carried away. Let's focus on breaking, you know, these daily levels first. But it could get pretty insane if you do break back into this monthly range, man. You know, it could. Let's not get carried away, right? Let's make sure we're taking profits on the way up, being responsible, right? Let's make sure we're focusing on each daily resistance as it goes, right? You know, but I'm just talking about bigger time frames. This one will be pretty crazy in my opinion, you know. Stefan, what's going on, bro? We have a gap at 20K. That is true, Stefan, but I will remind you. I will remind the Gap boys, okay? The Gap boys. I need a guy for the Gap boys, right? I guess I'll just use Echo Chamber guy. Yeah, man, there's still a gap at 20K. We have to go back down and fill that gap at 20K. Until we do that, we will not continue up higher, even though we've been continuing up higher for weeks now, even though we haven't filled the gap at 20K. But we will not continue higher until we fill that gap at 20K. You best be assured, okay? You best be assured. But no. Just to kind of play devil's advocate, okay? And dude, it's so funny how this market right now reminds me so much of this time frame right here, right? And why? Because down here you had a high, right? So you pretty much broke up from COVID. You had a high, and then this was a gap, right? Right here, this is still a CME gap right here. Okay, this right here is a CME gap right here, right? We came up, made another high, came back down. Didn't even fill the gap and pumped, right? There's still a gap down here at 9K. We came up, made a high, okay? There's still a CME gap right here now, right? So we came back down, we filled this CME gap, but there's still one, I believe it's like right here. I believe it's like at 20K, 21K, right? Could this gap kind of be like bait? The bears are like, oh my God, we have to fill that gap at 20K. Just like this gap was bait for bears down here to say, oh my God, we have to go fill that gap at 9K, right? The whole way up. Oh, there's still a gap. There's a gap, bro. There's a gap, bro. There's a gap, bro. There's a gap, bro. Right? Right? I mean, we're just going to say there's a gap. There's a gap, man. There's a gap at 20K. Gap at 20K. Gap at 20K. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why, okay, gaps are cool. They usually get filled. But when a market's trending one way, I'm not going to bank on this gap being filled, you know? There is a gap at 35K too. Just little anecdote. There is a gap at 35K. Oh, we got, thank you for the shout out. 9K gap, never to be filled. You know, just to play devil's advocate, right? There is still a gap at 9K. All right, so thank you, Denise, for the shout out. We got 10 minutes until the daily close, guys. We're at 29,006, and this would be a fantastic close. You really couldn't ask for a better close. Just give me no wick, as long as we don't dump here in the next 9 minutes. Even if we do a little bit, that's fine. This price action reminds me just another grind up, right? Where you had this little uptrend, right? Now you got this little uptrend, which is getting broken, just like it did here, right? Uptrend broken. You back tested the 30 EMA once, twice, moved up again. Let's see if you do it again. Let me just get rid of this. You're breaking this now. Will you do something like this now? Back test the 30, back test the 30 again, and then come up for Sato. Let's see. Well, imagine if you do the same fractal twice on the 5-minute here. Absolutely insane. You probably have a little bearish divergence on like the 15-minute. Actually, you don't. You actually don't. That's funny. 1 hour. No, you actually don't. That's funny. I thought you would, which is the craziness. Vikings push it over. The Vikings push it over. If it dumps, I'm going to go take a dump. Are you, Aber? Are you, Aber? All right. Let's let Bitcoin come to 30 EMA, and then we'll have the Vikings fight for this. Fight for the close. Let's see. Some gaps don't get filled. You like gaps. Yeah, man. We all like gaps. We all like gaps. You like gaps. We know. Oh, Lord. All right, 29.13 for BTC. We got ETH over here at 19.05. Come on, ETH. Give me a little bit more juice. Give me more juice on this ETH. I mean, it was a good daily here, but I want a little bit more juice here in the next 8 minutes. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. We're so spoiled, man. This is the 5% up for Bitcoin today. That's pathetic. The stock market would be literally jerking off to a 5% move. Anything. Like, imagine if gold pumped 5%. Oh my God. The gold bugs would be jerking off like crazy. By the way, gold. Everyone's bullish on gold. I will say this though. I don't know if you guys are interested in gold. Like, who actually likes gold? I don't know if anyone likes gold in here, right? Actually, let me bring up gold over here. Gold. Let me bring up gold on the weekly here. Gold to me, everyone's getting super bullish on gold. I don't know if I'm as bullish. I don't know if I'm bullish at gold, right? Gold kind of in a big rising wedge to me. Now, that doesn't mean it's like bearish in the long term. You could just pull back and it come back up again. Gold kind of in a little bearish wedge where it's kind of broken this high. If it comes back in here, oh man, I think gold. I think the gold bugs are getting a little too horny here, right at the previous all-time high. But we'll see. I could be wrong. And gold could just shoot up, but gold right at the previous highs with a rising wedge. We know these break down 69% of the time. I don't bet against the rising wedge, man. I don't bet against that. Anyways, I wanted to point out the rising wedge on gold for all the gold bugs out there. Let's see. I use it as a hedge, said Josh. It's perfectly fine, man. I mean, gold's been doing very well since October, man. Gold's up about 23%. It's a good move up for gold, right? So as a hedge since October, it's done pretty well. Even though it's funny because gold's kind of been pumping up with risk assets too, right? Like the NASDAQ bottomed in October. We know Bitcoin bottomed in November. It's interesting how everything's kind of and then gold did bad during 2022. It's interesting how everything kind of tied together here. $10 per ounce. Let's see. OG said that's not a wedge. How is that not a wedge? How is that not a wedge? Is it because you own gold where you say it's not a wedge? How is that not a wedge? Oh, Lord. I own gold, so that's not a wedge. Oh, Lord. I love that. I love that. It's like when I say that DXY is bearish and you get all the bears that go, that's not bearish. The DXY is bullish. What are you, an idiot? Cash is king. You are a little idiot. Cash is king. Gold is... Oh, man. All right. OP. Let's look at OP, said Brian. Brian said OP. Brian Miller, what's going on, bro? I haven't seen Brian. Brian, how you doing, bro? I haven't seen you in here in a while. How's Brian doing? Brian's like Dale. How's Dale and Brian doing, man? Brian, what happened to my...
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
Shout out to Brian Miller, man. Brian, I love you, man. I love you. But, you know, the 10K.
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
You know. All right. Anyways. OP. Look at OP. OP. What's Optimism doing, man? Probably doing the same as other alts. Kind of just chilling out on the altcoins. OP. On the weekly, it's just like the other weeklies, man. I like the weekly chart and alts. You know, you got the previous highs. Cash is king. You got the previous highs. Okay, you came up, and you're just rounding out, right at the previous high. So the weekly looks just. Many alts have the same setup. Either they're back testing their previous weekly highs, or they're at the weekly lows. You know, so I like alts on the weekly time frames. Short-term time frames, like I said, they're going to be a mess. They're going to be choppy. They're going to be everywhere. And to be honest, actually, out of all the OP actually looks pretty good here. I actually like this one, right? Higher lows coming in here on the daily, as the weekly looks pretty good. OP actually looks pretty good here, even on the daily time frame. Like I said, for the alts, I'm focused on the big time frames. And that's where they really look good. For an eventual move up, it's just going to take patience. It's going to take a lot of patience with these ones, you know, where this could still just like freaking do this for another like month or two, you know. And it's going to be grueling, and it's going to be like, holy shit, it looks pretty grueling. But in reality, it's all it is. It's just market structure on the weekly, right? It's a low, right? A higher low, W formation, breakout, back test. Eventually, just looking for that continuation, right? Over time. It just doesn't mean it's going to happen today or tomorrow or next week or next month. You know? Like it up. I see Mike trolling in the chat. You guys are funny, man. You guys, I'm trying not to troll too much today because I know it's like not. It's fun to troll when like most people are bullish. You know, I feel bad. I don't know. Like I feel sort of bad trolling. You know, especially during these times where it's like you're at such a big level where most people were shorting, and most people were you know. Looking for price to come down, and then it just doesn't. I feel bad during times like this to drill, because I know it wasn't a good day for a lot of peeps, you know. So, you know, I'm just gonna tell my thoughts. If a bear pokes my buttons, you know, listen, you know, I'll come out the woodwork with the troll. Oh shit, shit. You know, I'll come out the woodwork with the troll, and I'll start kicking the bear's nuts. You know, boom. We'll come out the woodwork. But, you know, in days like this, I kind of feel a little bad doing that. Mike said they had their chances. Yes, they did. But you know what? You know, it doesn't mean you can't. You guys control in the chat, you know. Don't jump this long. True. All right, 29,657, guys. We're still just kind of chilling. A little bit. Someone asked for OP. I think it was Brian Miller asked for OP in the chat. Shout out to Brian, man. Good to see you in here, bro. Yeah, most other alts, guys, it's just it's a new day. We just got the daily close. Daily close, my friends. Daily close. Daily closed. We got some warning shots fired at the daily close here. Warning shots 5. All right, 29,662 on the daily close. That is very, very nice. That you can't do that is a fantastic close on Bitcoin. No really serious wick on the top side. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's... Excuse me, man. I'm looking up, and I see this $31,400 level, right? And it's staring at me in the face, you know? And I still think this week can be a little, like, wicky and shaken outy and whatnot, just because we have a lot of shit. Like, tomorrow, guys, we have Fed speakers. Wednesday, we have CPI, FOMC minutes. Thursday, we have PPI. There's so much shit this week to kind of cause wicks and whatnot. So it can be a little like crazy. But overall, I mean, I'm still looking up here, bro. I'm still looking up here. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
But, yeah, man. Bitcoin kind of just chilling out here. Kind of just chilling out. How do we keep out the teases? Because it's Pump City. The teases? We're being teased. We're being very, very teased. Best Monday. This was an unexpected Monday. I did not think we were going to pump up like this. I thought the market was going to continue to be sort of boring until CPI, but Bitcoin had other plans. It had other plans today. All right, dollars coming down after hours. That's a good sign. So dollars coming down. We got stock markets continuing up in the green. That is a good sign going into tomorrow. Very good sign going into tomorrow, actually, which is pretty nice. And now we kind of wait to see if a lot of you guys been asking about ARB. ARB, you guys know I did pick up some ARB. Where's ARB? Where's ARB, man? There it is. ARB is one that I did pick up at the low of the range here in this area. Actually, no, it was over here in this area. And, you know, ARB looks fantastic here, actually. Even on the short-term time frames, I think ARB looks really nice, right? I mean, we just right. I'm not a big fan of breakouts, but just to show, right, the breakout, right? I think ARB is showing some strength here, finally, right? After consolidating. So you can look at this a big range. So ARB at the lows, I like this because it just higher low on the close, higher low on the close. You get the three, you call it the three rising valleys, but you basically got three higher lows off support, right? ARB gets a nice pump up. I do think ARB is set up, right? Even if we do a measured move at this W formation, right? If we break this out, it's going to put you, yeah, I mean, close to the highs. But I do think this gets you up to at least the 144 high at the very, very least. So I think ARB looks pretty good in the short term. Like I said, it could chop around a little here, a little bit, right? But I think it eventually makes its way slowly up to 144. You know, eventually. Good one, Wayne. Good one, Wayne. Jordan has the same haircut as Ben Cowan. I do. My haircut is not great, man. I gotta say, you know, I gotta say, I think we'll be good for this bull run, but I think in the next bear market, guys, I do think I'm gonna have to go bald. I don't think I can go through another whole bear market. I don't think I can go through another whole bear market without losing my hair. You know, because this bear market was brutal, man. I say this bear market was brutal for the fact that because this is the biggest that crypto has ever been, and that's why I think this was the worst bear market. Obviously, Bitcoin didn't go down as much as the other ones, but for me, it was the fact that you had exchanges just getting freaking wrecked. And it wasn't even just crypto this time. And this is why this bear market was so grueling, man. It was exchanges getting wrecked. It was, the macro was horrible. Right? So you combine those two things and it was just horrible, man. It was just horrible. You know, if it's just crypto going down, it's like, okay, the world's still normal. The world's still normal. It's just crypto going down. You know, but this time it was like the world was on fire and Bitcoin going down. Craziness. Crazy bear market, man. All right. Yeah, so that's ARB. I think ARB looks pretty, there's not a lot of price action with this, but I do relatively like Abanichi here. Let's see. Jordan's mom dated whales only. So if you're a new whale, you have a chance. She wants nothing to do with you, knuckle buster. Leave my mom alone. Leave my mom alone, bro. Leave my mom alone. She wants nothing to do with you, bro. All right? Leave my mom alone. All right, guys. Bitcoin, like I said, it's kind of just consolidating. I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer here. And then we'll kind of call it a stream. We'll see what kind of Bitcoin does. If it's going to play out the same, right? If it's going to do like a little fractal, you're going to see it come to this 30 EMA, right? If it's going to do relatively the same thing it did last time, you're going to see it retrace to this 30 EMA here. So let's see. It's interesting, right? Yeah, a little uptrend, broke down, tapped 30 EMA, rise, tapped the 30 EMA, and then obviously continued up. So let's see if you do a similar thing here. Not that I think it's like necessarily going to happen. It's just funny how it plays out, right? Uptrend, breaks, right? Let's see if you get a little W formation form here on the 5-minute to continue up higher after kind of resetting the little short-term indicators. 5 minutes getting reset. The 15 minutes should be getting nice and reset. Check the 15 minute. Yeah, 15 minutes getting nice and reset here. So let's see. Let's see what the market can give us here, my friends. Let's see what the market can give us. Up or down short term means nothing. Have some long-term conviction. Facts. It's what I've been saying, man. This whole price action was meaningless. You know, and it's like the bears and bulls fighting on whether we're going to pump or dump. Really, guys, I mean, to be like, I keep telling you guys this. For you investors out there, for you hodlers, you really only need to look at the weekly, right? Look at the weekly, look at the monthly time frames and make your decision based off that. If you're zooming into the 1 hour and being like, I'm long-term bearish on Bitcoin on the 1 hour, or I'm long-term bearish on Bitcoin because the 4-hour time frame. You got to get some mental help.
Rant alert.
I've been there before. I've been that guy who's like, oh my God, the 4-hour looks bearish. I'm super bearish on Bitcoin, right? I've been that guy, right? Don't be that guy. Go, if you're ever in doubt, guys, I'm going to be honest. If you're even in doubt right now, just look at the monthly. I'm going to continue to say this, guys. I don't personally understand how you can be bearish looking at Bitcoin on the monthly time frame. I just don't. I would say it could change, but as it stands at this current moment, at the moment right now, I just don't understand how you can look at this monthly chart and say, I am bearish, other than you're biased because you want Bitcoin to go lower, right? The only way you can tell me this doesn't look bullish is I'm biased. I want Bitcoin to go lower. You know, like I'm gonna be like, you know, we can call a spade or whatever it is, you know, but you know, it is what it is. Even the weekly time frame, right? I mean, you know, I want it to go down, so I'm bearish, you know, but we'll see. Let's see. I don't have time to stay on the 1 hour and 4 hour day. I have, Dan has P to watch and a wife to ignore. Well, you're ignoring your wife on here. Just put the P on the other screen, Dan. You know, like, it's kind of weird that you're watching me and, you know, you're watching the P on the other screen. You know, I personally don't want you to do that. It's kind of weird. But listen, crypto, I mean, honestly, right now, Dan, today, you could just look at the Bitcoin chart and get off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just get off on the Bitcoin chart. The Purge said Chronos. Yeah, we can look at Chronos. I always forget Crow is called Chronos now. It throws me off every time I see that. Chronos. Let's see. Let's zoom out. See where we're at in the weekly. Shout out at Gaming with Bat. Yeah, dude. I mean, this one's a little bit interesting, right? From the fact that
Chronos thought.
all right, Chronos. Obviously, I mean, it's just let's zoom out. I think this is not my favorite chart. I'm gonna be honest. There's many other altcoin charts I think look better on the weekly time frame. This one's just kind of right? But I guess what you can say is, you know, on this one, just kind of looking. You've had a couple of times. You've had higher low, but obviously, key level we have to break is this, right? And a lot of the altcoins that have already run, it's because they've broken this, right? So we need to see this, but you can see it's getting something's gonna have to give, right? You're either gonna have to break this December 2020 low that you back tested here, or you're gonna have to break downtrend resistance, right? By this month, it's gonna have to happen in April, right? You're not gonna have a choice. You're gonna get squeezed in here. And it also goes into the total 3 chart, which, you know, I do think the total 3 chart breaks to the upside. So I do think Chronos breaks to the upside here, just because many of other alts have as well. But you know, it's just you're at the 2020 low, right, or the 2021 low. You know, you're sitting right there, and it's not. This one's not the best structure, right? It's not the best example, but you're there. Let me just look at some monthly. Actually, it's a pretty big monthly level, man. That's a pretty big monthly level. You know, it's a pretty that's previous resistance here on the monthly. The February 2020 close low. That's a pretty big level on the monthly there. But anyways, let's zoom in a little bit. Daily, It's whatever. You're still below the 50 EMA, but you're kind of just, it's not my favorite. I gotta say, this one's not my favorite chart, right? I will say that for sure. It's just kind of choppy. But there's many alts that are just choppy right now. That's why I'm not a big fan of the altcoin charts on the short-term time frames at the moment. But you can see it's higher low, higher low, higher low. If you get that third higher low and this starts to really round out here into the resistance, that could be that point where you break out. Because I'm a big fan of the 3 higher low setup where you get like I said, you get 1 higher low, you get a second higher low, you get a third higher low. I like that setup too. And you got this big wick up here on the daily that looks like it wants to be taken too, right? So over time, I think this breaks out. But just like at the other altcoin charts, you got to have patience. This thing could still chop in here all month. You know, it could dump, it could pump back up, it could do something like this before it breaks out, right? So just keep that in mind for these. It's choppy. It's a choppy altcoin market, right? But bigger term time frames, just like all the other ones, I still think look good on the weekly. See Bitcoin. Our Bitcoin's trying to squeeze back up, right? So synopsis gaming with bad. Patience with these, okay? Patience with the alts, man. All right, here, come on, BTC. Come on, BTC. Let's get a little pumpy.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Bullish. He's bullish. Oh, the Purge asked for that. Shout out for the Purge, man. Shout out for the super chat. And then Gaming with Bat said bullish. He's bullish.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
Come on, BT Sizzle. I want to see one more squeeze before I get off, man. One more squeeze. ETH, I want to see one more squeeze, bro. ETH, we got to close. And once again, the highest daily close for Ethereum since August of 2022. The highest Bitcoin close. The highest daily Bitcoin close since June of 2022. So, I mean, we're almost at a year of the highest point that Bitcoin's been at. Getting to it. Not very close. And if we get back over... We gotta get back over like what 31.5, and that'll be the highest close in a year. But you know, we got some work to do. I want to see one more squeeze. I want to see one more little squeeze here. Kind of doing a similar, like I said, it's so funny how sometimes price action is just so similar over time, right? Right? They do. The market maker does the same little patterns here on the 5, like even on the 5-minute patterns. Like they play out the same way, you know. Just so interesting. They break it down, make everyone, oh my God, it's going to dump, and they bring it back up, right? Oh my God, they bring it down. Oh, it's going to dump. I wouldn't be surprised if they shoot it back up here again, right? So, I mean, don't trade the breakouts, my friends. June of 2022 was like a million years ago. Dude, it was. I can't remember what I was doing in June of 2022. It was summertime. Bitcoin was at 30K, just the opposite way. We were coming down. You know? It's craziness. I can't believe Saylor's in profit. You think that MicroStrategy's having a party right now? They must be having a party, bro. Like, MicroStrategies must be like... Saylor must be going nuts. They better be having a party right now. MicroStrategies is... Saylor is in profit, bro. Mr. Hart said we're in it for the tech, right? Yeah, we're all in it for the tech. Mr. Hart. We're in it for the tech. We're all in this for the tech. Right? But I actually Bitcoin for the tech, ETH for the tech. But altcoins, you can make the case not. But I think the banking thing really made a lot of people actually realize the value of Bitcoin, actually, right? The banking situations. In reality, right? If we want to keep it 100. I think the banking situation has caused a lot of people to actually look at the tech and be like, oh, it's kind of interesting, right? But anyways, we're all in it for the tech, bro. MicroStrategy is in profit. Can you believe it, man? Holy shit, they must be out of prayer. They're up millions of dollars right now. Which is crazy, right? How much do they own? What, like 4? They own some ridiculous amount of Bitcoin. Does anyone know exactly how much they own? I know it's like, it's obviously, dude, I'm pretty sure it's something crazy, right? I want to say, I have no idea, actually. He tweets it out every time, and every time he does it, I'm like, dude, that is ridiculous. He owns like what, 10% of the supply or some shit, like, something ridiculous like that. The banking situation. It'll always go back to the 5 and 10 EMAs if it strays too far away. True. Very, very true, Michael. Very, very true. All right, guys. 132,000 BTC. Holy shit. Holy shit. Taki mushrooms. No, I'm not getting off yet. I can't get off when Bitcoin's at the high, man. Like that's just ridiculous. Dan said 2 BTC. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate the help, bro. You're not getting any ice cream tomorrow, all right? No ice cream for Dan. Dan gets sardines. Okay, you only get sardines, Dan. 140K? 140K BTC. That is insane, bro. That is insane. I think he owns like 1%. Oh, 1% of the supply. My bad, not 10%. Yeah, 1% makes sense. That makes way more sense than 10%. All right, guys. All right. Bitcoin's gonna settle in here. I know as soon as I go, all right, guys, it's over. You know, Bitcoin's gonna do the thing. As soon as I do this, right? Okay, guys, that's the end of the stream. See ya. Bitcoin's gonna have a God candle up to 30K. You already know what's gonna happen. You already know it's gonna freaking happen, man. I'm feeling it in my bones right now. It's gonna happen. ETH too. I wouldn't be surprised if ETH had like a freaking God candle up to 2K or some shit. Oh, we didn't look at ETH dominance real quick. Let's look at that. ETH dominance, guys. Okay, I know that it's a bearish narrative on ETH going into Shanghai, but I'm going to show you guys this. Is it this? No, it's this one. Hold on. It's this one. There it is. There we go. Okay. I was playing around with ETH dominance today, and I was like, is there anything that can give me a hint? Because I like to look at the narratives and see if there's anything that could like give me a little, maybe give me an interesting hint on what's to come for ETH dominance. So I looked at Ethereum dominance. Basically what this is shows how much of the market cap of crypto is ETH, right? Right now it's 19% of all crypto is Ethereum, okay? And I was looking at this trend line and I was like, okay, so retail is bearish going into Shanghai because they think that the unlock is going to be bearish, okay? So sentiment is bearish going into this. Everyone thinks it's going to dump going into this, okay? I look at this though, and I see a support down here from 2019. I see support here from 2020. I see support here from June when it had the before it had the merge, right? And now it's slowly crabbed its way back to this level again. Now, could this break? I mean, yeah, sure, it could break. Certainly could break. And I wouldn't be surprised if it had a wick down or something like these ones. Right, but you're kind of at that level again, which is interesting. Where something's going to give. Either this trend of 4 years now is going to break to the downside, right? And Bitcoin's going to smash ETH. But if it does, it is what it is, man. Or ETH will catch a bid here, right? One of the two. Now, if I had to guess, okay, I usually have to say retail's wrong, and like I said, retail kind of thinks it's gonna dump because of these unlocks. It's kind of like the same narrative with the Mt. Gox. What happened to the Mt. Gox dumps? Jesus, that was supposed to keep down Bitcoin this year. That's not working out too well for the bears. But yeah, I mean we're at support on ETH dominance, so we'll see what happens with this. It is an interesting level to keep an eye on as you're getting squeezed in between like this resistance from over here and this support level where something's got to give. Either ETH's going to come up or ETH's going to come down, It would be interesting. I won't be surprised if it breaks down, to be honest, just because it is Bitcoin season. But also, I won't be surprised if it catches a bid because, like I said, the narrative is usually wrong going into these type of things, right? Let's see. It's coming. Shout out to D-Money. Shout out to D-Money. ETH playing with fire. Let's go. It is playing with fire a little bit, man. It is playing with fire. I want to look at it. All right, guys. I'm going to be a sacrificial lamb. I'm going to get off here, and we'll see where Bitcoin ends up tomorrow. I'll see all the members at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow, and I'll see everyone else at 7 p.m. at night tomorrow. So thanks for coming and hanging out. Big stream today. I think we had like 1,300 peeps at the peak, which is pretty dope. We're back to some pretty good levels there after a pretty boring month, man. Holy shit. That was like a boring ass month. Catch you guys all tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Let's hope we get the ice cream stream. I want to wake up to the ice cream stream. I want to wake up to that 30K BTC where we're all sitting down eating some damn ice cream tomorrow in the stream, because we said, I think we said it all the way back down. I'm pretty sure we said it all the way back down here. Somewhere in this region. We said when Bitcoin hits 30K, we will do an ice cream stream where we're all eating ice cream. So guys, tomorrow, if you see Bitcoin hit 30K, make sure you grab your ice cream and we'll eat it together, just like we had the steak stream when we broke 25K. Remember that one? It was good. All right. Later, guys. Remember, Santa hat. Do not fade the Santa hat. As long as the Santa hat is on the desk, Bitcoin will not go nowhere. All right? Peace. And I'm ducking for some reason. I don't even know why I'm ducking. Why the hell am I ducking? What am I, a duck? Like, I'm not a duck. Oh my lord, I'm ducking for no reason, bro. Ducking for no reason. I'm out of here. Might as well go. I might as well fart too. Shit. Peace.